Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Rebel Moon Theory here, and in this video, I'm going to be covering a article that dropped yesterday during the release of Rebel Moon Bloodline. Now, before I start, I do want to say that I played Rebel Moon Bloodline, and I've read the Rebel Moon Nemesis comic. The Rebel Moon Bloodline game has been really amazing, and I think you guys should definitely check it out. And the Nemesis comic has been really good too. But I am going to be covering all this later on the channel. But I wanted to cover an article that released yesterday during the release of Rebel Moon Bloodline. So we are actually going to cover this article because this article actually they interviewed Zack Snyder and they actually asked him about the future of Rebel Moon. And one thing I can say is that Rebel Moon is still growing and Rebel Moon is still continuing and Rebel Moon is alive. So, but we're going to read through this article. I'm going to let you guys know I have not read it yet. I've read some of the parts of it, but I am going to read it along right here. So this is from Jennifer Moss, and the title is Rebel Moon video game launches from Netflix as Zack Snyder talks future of the film franchise and his Fortnite obsession. So we're going to read it right here. Netflix launched its next big project meant to capitalize on its homegrown IP Tuesday with the release of Bloodline, a Rebel Moon game based on Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. Netflix launched its next big project meant to capitalize on its homegrown IP Tuesday with the release of Bloodline, a video game based on Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon film franchise. Set in Snyder's Rebel Moon universe, Bloodline is an online co-op action game developed by Studio Super Evil Megacorp, which they are the developers of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Swithered Fate, Catalyst Black, and Vainglory, that lets players take on the role of a rebel, picking between a variety of classes to join a covert rebellion, fighting to take back their planet from the tyrannical mother world. The game is available exclusively for Netflix subscribers for free via the Netflix app. I'm a giant Fortnite fan. I play tons of Fortnite. So for me, I really don't have a huge experience with campaign style games. Snyder, Snyder said in an interview with Variety ahead of Bloodlines' launch. That's cool, and it's not really my gaming experience. So it's fun to kind of get in the head of space. And they really, honestly, they're just super smart about that stuff. And I was really amazed at the level of detail. And when I say the level of detail, of course, everything is detailed, but the sort of narrative detail where they really kind of giving you these exciting boss fights that make you better because they kind of teach you how to play. Bloodline is tied directly to Snyder's Rebel Moon film franchise at Netflix, which launched with Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, and in December 2023, followed up by Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver, in April 2024. Both films received limited theatrical releases prior to streaming on Netflix. Outside of Bloodline, will Rebel Moon continue as a film franchise? Snyder doesn't know just yet, as he's focused on completing his untitled LAPD SWAT action movie on Netflix. I got sidetracked into this. Not sidetracked. It's all uptown problems, as they say for Netflix. I'm working on an LAPD SWAT movie, Snyder said. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just sort of let that Rebel Moon world boil for a minute. And I'm going to go do this. And frankly, it was a very exhausting, long process doing the two movies together. So it was nice to have a bit of a break from it. I love it like crazy, but it's nice to have a bit of a break. So yeah, we'll see after I finish this when I come back where we are with everything. As for whether additional scripts have already been written, as if there is a planned film count in mind, Snyder says, there's a ton of stories. So, I mean, I think it's literally it's endless. But again, like I said, I'm waiting to see how we want to add in what we would move forward, if at all. So he's pretty much saying that Rebel Moon's alive. And I want to highlight something that he said. I think, yeah, right here. So there's tons of stories. So, I mean, I think it's endless. So he's pretty much confirming that Rebel Moon is alive and that we are still getting more Rebel Moon. Now, like he said in the article, it was really exhausting for him to do the two movies back to back, and that he wants to do something a little bit different. He wants to do the LAPD movie. So we know that there's going to be other directors involved in Rebel Moon. And what I think could happen is that, in my opinion, maybe after he does the LAPD movie and the UFC movie, that he could do ZSJ 2 and 3. And it is possible that there might be other direct that we might actually have someone else directing Rebel Moon 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, we know that the other Rebel Moon films, 3, 4, 5, and 6, are already laid out. What I think could happen is Zack Snyder could direct 3 and 4, and maybe someone else may direct 5 and 6. Or it may just be someone else doing 3 and 4, 5, and 6. So I believe that, from what we've read in this article, that Rebel Moon is still alive. Rebel Moon is still growing. And we also still have those Rebel Moon Kylie shorts that are going to be coming out very soon. So Rebel Moon's still a growing franchise. Rebel Moon Bloodline's been massive. And yeah, we're still getting more Rebel Moon. But yeah, I thought I would cover this article that was released yesterday talking about Rebel Moon. So yeah, I'm glad I get to cover this. And if you haven't checked out Rebel Moon Bloodline just yet, please check it out. If you haven't checked out Rebel Moon Nemesis yet, please check that out too. And that's it for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one.